Hi. Hey, how you doing, guys? Long time no speak. I hope you've been enjoying my short videos. It was a little plan that I had, and it seems to be working pretty good actually, because they're nice and short, easily digestible. And so what happened was I decided to join TikTok, and you can upload a 60-second video, and so I save those to my phone and then I upload them to my Facebook group, which is great. So I'm doing like a couple a day consistently. So that's great, because for me I had a timing problem to make videos because it's very time consuming, but you know, short 60-second videos are great. I think you can do 3-minute ones as well. So why am I on here today? I don't do enough lives, I know. That's because I'm really busy in my business, actually doing what I teach. So that takes up a lot of my time when I am doing it, and when I'm not doing it, I'm busy with my family, and I've got kids, and I've got grandkids even. So all busy, in and out of work. Why do people fail in this business of, you know, sourcing, buying and flipping inventory pallets? Why do people fail? So when people come into this business, I'm going by from what I've seen and from what I've experienced since becoming a coach and teaching people this, and people coming into my program, and basically what I notice from a percentage of people is that when they come into this business, the first step when you come into this industry, the first step that you learn is to reach that point where you start receiving offers of surplus stock, you know, inventory offers from companies. That is the first step that you need to reach when you come into this business. You need to reach that first step of learning how to receive inventory offers from companies. So that's a great milestone for me in my book. For anyone coming into this business, that's a great achievement to reach that point where you start receiving offers, because you know, some people don't even reach that point. And I've seen that, you know, some people who have taken my finder's fees program didn't even reach that point of even receiving any offers. So that says a lot. But people who actually start receiving surplus inventory offers, that just shows that they've actually put some work in. They've studied my program, and they've reached that point finally of receiving surplus inventory offers. So what I find though with some people that come into the program or into the industry in general, is that when they start receiving the offers, but a deal is not happening, a deal is just not happening, after a few months they just get fed up, they get irritated, they get frustrated because they haven't done a deal. And what happens? They just walk away. They walk away and go and find another opportunity. Go and find another business opportunity to try and make some money. They walk away. And so I'm going to give you the 3 main reasons why a deal does not happen. So number 1, this is if you've been offered some inventory. Three main reasons why a deal on that inventory you've been offered doesn't happen, okay? And this is common, okay? It's very common. That's why you've got to have a lot of inventory offers on the go at any one time. So the first reason is the price on that inventory that you've been offered isn't cheap enough. So the seller has emailed you details of some pallets of inventory they've got in their warehouse, in their company, but the price that they want is too high. It's not workable. So that's no good. So It's only any good if they are negotiable on the price. If they are negotiable and you can get them down on price, then great. But sometimes you get offered inventory at a price, but they are not negotiable. They won't come down on price at all. So that's a waste of time. So you have to move on. Forget that. The second reason why an inventory deal doesn't happen is the quantity might be too small. So you might have been offered, I don't know, you might have been offered 20 of something, you know, and that's too small. You need hundreds or even thousands of something. Depends on what the product is and what it retails for. But, you know, sometimes I get, like today, I've been offered some inventory. There was like 28 of something, 8 of something else, and 5 of something else. Well, that's impossible. By the time you've transported that to somewhere, there's no money in it. So that's the second reason. The quantity can be too small. Third reason is you can't find a buyer, or I can't find you a buyer. So they're the three main reasons. So what can happen when people come into this business, guys, is you can reach that point where you start receiving inventory offers, which is great, fantastic. That is what you need to be doing, getting inventory offers from companies on a regular basis. But sometimes a deal might not happen straight away. And so these guys that have come into this business that have only been in it a few months, they're not doing any deals. They're not making any money because the price is not negotiable, or the quantity is too small, or we can't find a buyer. And it happens on deals. That's very normal. But after a few months, these guys just walk away because they haven't made any money. And that's why they fail, because they're walking away too soon. And the secret to this business is to keep going, to keep showing up. Like I've explained before, if you watch that program, Gold Hunters, I think it's called Gold Hunters, those guys, they just keep showing up each day, and they might not, more than likely, they won't find any gold. So what do? They come back the next day, and they'll look again, and they'll come back again the next day, and they keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it. Even if it's months, they'll keep showing up each day until they strike gold. And it's the same in this business. You've got to keep showing up every day, getting inventory offers coming through on email, and keep doing it each day, each week, each month. And I guarantee a deal will happen. Deals will happen. But you've got to be patient. You've got to be patient. You've got to play the long game. You can't think, oh, I've not made any money since I've started doing this. I've only done it for a few months. You know, there's a few guys that joined me back end of last year. And, you know, they didn't really get started till January. And in January and February, which you're kind of getting into the year, you know, you're not going to be making big bucks immediately at the beginning of the year. January is a quiet month anyway. You know, especially if you're new at this. So, you know, February, March, they've been like trying to get some offers, maybe got a couple of offers here and there, and might have emailed a few thousand companies, probably less, and not done any deals. So what I notice as their coach, is they just disappear. Like, they disappear. And you know what as well, guys? Let me tell you something else, and this is really important. The ones that moan and complain that they've not made any money in this business are the ones that don't ask questions, don't ask for any, that don't come to any of, never came to any of my Zoom coaching sessions, never came to learn more stuff, And, you know, they're all the guys that failed in this business. They are the guys that failed in this business because they just tried to probably take shortcuts and get a few inventory offers, thinking they're going to get rich quick, and the deals didn't happen. And I said to them, no, it hasn't worked, you need to keep going. And they didn't keep going, they just disappeared. And that is the problem. Think about it. It doesn't even have to be this business that I'm in. You could be in any business and you might not make any money in the first few months. What are you going to do? Keep giving up every single business that you try? If you worked in a car showroom, do you think you're going to sell a car within the first few months if you're brand new at that business? You know, you've got to be realistic. And if you've only had a few offers, like some of these students have had, I could count them on one hand, the amount of inventory offers they've brought to me to try and do a deal on. You know, under half a dozen maybe. And I haven't managed to find a buyer for it, or the quantity was too small, or the seller was not negotiable on the price. And, you know, that's not enough. Like, you've got to be getting offers every day. That is the trick of this business. You need to be getting inventory offers coming through each day. If you email a few hundred companies a day, you should be getting at least 1 or 2 offers. Okay, 1 or 2. That's like 1% or 2%. So if you're emailing a few hundred companies each day from Monday to Friday, you should be getting a few offers each day, Monday to Friday. That's 10 offers a week. Okay, some of these guys weren't even getting 10 offers a month, you know. So how do you think that they were going to make some money in this business? All I'm saying, guys, is the ones that fail in this business are the ones that don't stay with it long enough to get good at it. And you've heard the saying, you've probably heard me say it before, you've got to be shit at something long enough to get good at it. And it's like that in any business, not just this business. Whatever new thing you learn, any new job or any new business or industry, anything new that you are learning, you're going to be rubbish at to start with. You're going to be rubbish. At least for a few months, you're not going to be very good at it. Even if you start receiving some inventory offers from companies, you just might be offered the wrong type of products. You might just be focusing on the wrong type of companies. You know, if you're emailing 50 companies a day, 100 companies a day, and you're not really getting many offers, what do? Walk away crying like you failed. No, you don't. You double down and start emailing double the amount of companies. That's what you do. You don't complain and play the victim and say, "Oh, I've been in it. You know, I've been in it for a few months and I haven't made any money yet. It's not fair." Guys, you've got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing. Like any business, okay? You've got to. The only way you will fail in this business is if you don't give it chance. If you're not patient and you don't play the long game. And, you know, I had a student in America, Anthony. It took him months and months and months and months to do his first deal. He got a few offers coming in. And, you know, things just weren't sticking. They weren't sticking. And you know what? I loved his attitude. Because every time a deal didn't work or didn't happen, he went, no problem, I'll keep going, I'm going to keep going. Sometimes I had to pull him up and give him a bit of motivation and say, look, you're doing good, you just got to keep with it. And now he's doing, you know, nice 4-figure profit deals. He's done a few nice deals, and he's got his return on investment back on coming into the program like 3 or 4 times over. So let me tell you guys, the reason people fail coming into this business is because they don't give it long enough. they don't stay consistent. They, they try for a month or two and they haven't made any money, and then they'll go and look for something else to do and they'll disappear on me. They'll disappear. And I'm thinking, fuck's sake, you've not given it chance. If you only stayed in it a month longer or a few months longer, you would be doing deals by now, okay? But they don't give it chance. And these guys have probably got shiny object syndrome, where while they're doing this, they'll see another opportunity, another shiny object, another new thing to try, and they'll go and try that. Guys, I've been in this game 30 years. 30 years, right? And that isn't by accident. That is because, number one, I've just played the long game. Number two, I've built enough connections in this business where I know I will always make money in this business. And that's another trick, is you keep building connections. If you watch one of the videos I've just put on today, if you make connections, you'll make money in this business. If you make more connections, you'll make more money in this business. And that's how it works. The more connections you make each month, each year, the more money you will keep making. It's like a snowball effect in this business. The more connections you have, the more money you make in this business. But to come into my program and try it for a few months and not make any money, and then start crying and moaning that you've not made any money. And I even had one guy ask for his money back, and I was like, well, no, I don't give money back on my program for copyright infringement reasons. You've learned everything from me. How do I know you're not going to go off and try and teach it yourself? What you've learned, or try and do it yourself after you've learned all my shit. Okay, Roman, how you doing? So Roman's one of my longest standing students. Roman left his 9 to 5 to come into this business, and the secret of Roman doing well. Do you know the secret of Roman's doing well in this business? He stayed in it. He played the long game, and he stayed patient. And he just kept going and going. And Roman does deals. Roman gets offered inventory, and we can't find buyers. So he moves on. He moves on. You've got to have tough skin in this business and not get easily offended if a deal isn't done. You've got to just keep moving on and looking for more inventory deals, more surplus deals. Just keep moving forward. Keep progressing. I have days and weeks where I don't make any money, and I've been in the game 30 years, but I know over 12 months I'm going to make a lot of money. I look long term. I look over the year at how much money I've made. I don't look at each week at how much money I've made. I look at each month and each year maybe, yeah, but I don't look at each day or each week. So if you want to come into this game, you got to be prepared to stay in it long term for it to start to work. Okay? If you want to get rich quick and start making money, like a load of money in a few months, this is the wrong game. Okay? Go try gambling with Bitcoin or crypto. Go try and gamble. Go to the casino if you want to try and make some quick money. Go gambling, go to the casino, But if you want an actual real business that's a long-term business, unlike a lot of other businesses online that are not long-term businesses, this is an actual proven future-proof business that you can stay in for many, 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 many years, a long time. But you got to stay in it. That's it. That's the secret. Stay in it long term, and you will make a lot of money. But if you want to get rich quick, this isn't for you guys. So on that note, if you want to succeed in this business, and you're serious about it, and you're ready to stay in it long term, put the work in, stay focused, stay consistent, and keep taking action, this is a business for you. Okay, if you want to make quick money and you're asking me how much time do you have to put into it, and you're thinking more about like how much you've got to put into it rather than, you know, the hard work you've got to put into it. If you're asking those kind of questions, this business is not for you either, guys. Okay, this is for people who are prepared to work hard. Simple as. You got to work hard at it. Like, show me a business that you can make easy money without working hard. There ain't many, okay? There ain't many. Not unless you own loads of properties and you've got rental income coming in all the time. But, you know, this business gets easier. The more contacts you make, it gets easier as far as inventory that you're offered. You start getting more offers coming through. That bit gets easier, okay? And when that bit gets easier, so do the deals, because you've got more inventory deals coming through, offers coming through. So the more contacts you make, the more inventory offers you've got coming through. The more inventory offers that are coming through each week and month gives you more chance of making deals happen, okay? It's just a numbers game. That's all it is. It's like any business. It's just a numbers game. It's a numbers game. The more offers you get, the more deals you can do. If you don't get many offers, you're not going to do many deals, if any. Okay. So, guys, if you are interested, you know, put in the comments interested, and we can set up a call with me. We can jump on a call. But, you know, for the guys that are in the program and new to this game, you've got to play the long game, guys. There's no other way. You've got to play the long game. If you pull out and disappear, you could have been a week away from doing a deal, but you just walked away from it too soon. And that's the biggest mistake I see why people fail. They walk away from this business too soon. And, you know, they think they've done it a few months, they've not made any money, and they walk away. They walk away thinking it's not working. But that's the wrong mindset. That's the wrong attitude to have. You've got to think long term, guys, and keep doing it. Keep showing up. Keep showing up. Keep showing up, and that's when deals start to happen. Simple as that. That's it. All right, my friends. I will leave it at that, and I'll see you soon. All the best.